Welcome and join us on our journey as we interview everyday people and ask them that very question of who am I?
Who am I? Who am I?
Who am I? So my name is TEVIN Carey, born and bred Nassau. Yeah, that's pretty much me. Currently, I am the historian of the Bahamas Alumni Chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi. In the past, I've been a pull mark. I've been a treasurer or a keeper of exchequer. I've been the keeper of records, the secretary. I've done it all. Currently, I work as a senior IT associate at KPMG Bahamas. That's where my love is. Journey for life in general has always been the fixer of my family. Always found myself doing whatever I had to do to get everybody up and running with their IT equipment, phones, computers, all that type of stuff in my house or with my other family members. So that's where my love of IT really came. I was able to get an opportunity to work as an intern with one of my cousins in his IT firm, and that grew my love over time. So that's what I do now professionally, and I love every day of it. And Kappa, um, I had a previous relationship that a significant older sister was a Zeta. Her fiance at the time was a Sigma. So that was my beginning part, or I guess introduction into Greek life. Going to University of the Bahamas, I ended up doing my research and finding Kappa, and had to wait out the time for the opportunity to come. And it's something I haven't turned my back on. It's something I love every day, and that's why I'm here right now. Biggest accomplishment to date, right now, I'd say it was going to the Southern Province Council, not council, but C. Roger Wilson Leadership Conference in Florida. As being a member of the IT committee for the Southern Province, I was able to set up the whole entire weekend with some of my other brothers on the team. And what I guess cultivated into like this big moment was basically getting a shout out at the end of the weekend. Having like well over like 1,500 brothers like give a round of applause for the whole weekend for the work that we did. Countless hours deep into the night, like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Just getting to that point was very satisfying. Felt very accomplished at that time. I'm more glad that it was something that I loved doing to get to that point. So to do it for Kappa is just icing on the cake. Best advice that I've been given, probably indirectly, through one of the brothers that we met early on into joining Kappa, which was Myron Rowe. Indirectly through him, through one of his books, A 2% Way, is basically a principle about getting 2% better every day. Small wins every day, small growth every day builds into this bigger picture, this bigger accomplishment at the end of the day. So you're not trying to always look at the bigger picture, or you are trying to look at the bigger picture, but you're not trying to make that bigger picture happen in one day. You're trying to get every so little better every day, and that gets you to the end goal that you need to do. So that's the best advice that I've had indirectly from one of our good brothers. Biggest regret, jeez. There's nothing really standing out to me. I've never really been a person to regret anything that I do in life. I consider it a part of the picture, something that just happens to make you who you are today. So I can't answer you and say like, oh, this is my biggest regret or anything. If there is one regret that I have ever, um, is probably personally, which is probably just not being able to tell my mother goodbye. That's probably my own like personal regret. But other than that, there's no real regrets in my life that I've ever really had. Or I've turned regrets in the past into just pictures of the story. Vitamalt is garbage. I hate Vitamalt. I also hate coconut water. It tastes like it's been in someone's mouth, and I can't stand with that. So yeah, disgusting. Not happening. By the looks in the room, I can tell you, y'all love Vitamalt. Y'all love coconut water. That's disgusting though. I'd rather vomit. Bahamian words. Boy, um, anything mother, and then afterwards you could fill in whatever you want to put there. I also am a big fan of Bahamians have like this real like interesting way of cutting words in half to like put like an exaggeration in between, like well mother XYZ or holy cow or whatever you're trying to put in between. I like that aspect of what Bahamians do. They could put an exaggerated word in between to further like I guess heighten how serious they are about a situation. I know you asked about Bahamian music. One of my boys, I got a shout out one of my boys, shout for someone to basically be doing it for a long time since we were in like grade seven, and to see him, I guess, cultivate this personality that he has now, being an actor, being a comedian, being someone that pushes out music. That's who I listen to in regards to him and music. That's really who I listen to, only Bahamian. Um, the song that I immediately come to my mind. You can hate me. You have to hate me for this one. I have to pull it out. No, I ain't saying I ain't know my boy's songs. I ain't saying that. Let's take this back. But my boy has a lot of songs, so I can mix them up. So I think my most favorite one um, right now is Atlanta Interlude that he has on his album On My Shoulders. I also like Julian Believe. The song that he has called Julian Believe, which is basically like I'm saying like um, I want y'all to basically have the same energy or like this hate for me like y'all have for Julian Believe. Yeah, kind of hilarious when you think about it. Shit, I'm getting nervous now. Um, how much time I have before I have to the gun shoot off? Give me like a minute. Lucy, shotgun wedding. Ronnie, what his name is? The man. Oh Jesus. The shot, holding up to my she, Ryan can run from the shotgun, whatever. Ronnie Butler, Jesus. Ronnie Butler. I get nervous now. Rake and Scrape. I'll take Whip Wop. Whip Wop is kind of like Rake and Scrape, right? We'll do that for right now. Um, it put me in a hard place, Kentigo. Does this mean I can get my Bayman got revoked? I don't know. I don't care. I'll take it. I don't know Bayman Rake and Scrape songs off the top of my head. I know a lot, but you trying to make me pull them off the top of my head right now is not happening. I wasn't even listening to Rake and Scrape before I came here. Next question. Next question. Originally, I'm from the Romeo chapter, the Rock City Romeo chapter at the University of the Bahamas. Me and Kentico are charter members of that chapter. So originally, we were, I guess, inducted into the Epsilon Mu Colony, which is basically like an association type of thing from Florida Memorial. But when we became members, we officially made the Romeo chapter at the University of the Bahamas, the first international undergraduate chapter in my fraternity's history. So I talked about my previous relationship where her older sister was a Zeta, her fiance was a Sigma. They introduced me to Greek life. I also had other people out there, not really much family per se. To be honest with you, I knew I was interested in Greek life. I know I didn't want to be necessarily anything else much than one of the noobs, because looking at all the videos online, like they just really look like the cleanest, smoothest people out there. I couldn't really see myself doing anything else. I also thought that in my own research, when I looked on their website, they were the only organization that talked about achievement. Everybody else talked about brotherhood. I mean, of course, like you have to have brotherhood in regards to fraternities and stuff like that, but Kappa was the only one that talked about achievement. And that really stood out to me. That really solidified my decision. How it's progressed me professionally or personally, it's really, to be honest with you, growing my relationship with God. I know Greek life right now is one of those things where you kind of see people who denounce, talk about, oh, their relationship with God was kind of strained, but Cap honestly has brought me closer to my relationship with God, because I've never really been like a church person. but having to go to church services to support different events or other stuff like that has increased my relationship with God over time. And personally, it's given me a lot of structure. Um, Having to lead an organization with people who you don't necessarily know, deal with different personalities, it really provides the organization that you need to progress in life. And because I've really been like a real people person, I meet a ton of people, not just in my own organization, but in organizations straight across, whether it be the Qs, Alphas, the Sigmas, the Reds, the Zetas, the SG Rows, the Ks. You meet people straight through, and that really benefits me. Achievement in every field of human endeavor is just being the best who you can be at that random point in time. Not thinking necessarily too far down the line, but in any way that you are putting your efforts towards, you are giving it 100%, being fully present in that moment or in that time, and giving it the dedication that you need to, I guess, accomplish a goal that you want. So achievement for me is just always being 100% or giving it 100% in any random thing that you do. I don't know any random person out there that's or a noob that's like I don't want to put any like titles to people, but just say if one of the noobs was a garbage collector, he could be achieving in that own special place, whether something may have happened where he had to start from the bottom and get to that point to rebuild. Achievement to me is like using what you have in front of you to propel you into something better, always getting better every day. So I talked earlier about the standing ovation that we had at the conference last year, of being a member of the IT committee. That was one of the big ones for me. If we're also talking about just Kappa in general, not necessarily Kappa, but I guess the relationships that Kappa has brought me, one of the real standout moments to me was standing at a memorial service for a friend of mine, a friend of ours, who passed away, Talia. She was one of the Deltas, one of the Reds. Just being there, being able to speak on behalf of Kappa towards this crowd of, say, 150, 200 people, just to see the amount of people that came there to support our friend who passed away. It really was a big moment for me looking back. Maybe at the time I didn't really see so, but reflecting allowed me to show like, or allow me to see that Kappa brought me to this point. Let me meet a lot of people who have like positively impacted my life, not only in my own organization, but in other organizations. And you really build those big relationships, those friendships, lifelong friendships with, to be honest with you, complete strangers. So, like I said, because I'm a big people person, just reflecting and looking back at that moment, that was a big thing for me to be able to represent my organization and to talk about my own personal friend to a crowd of people meant a lot. Who's the most reliable out of my line brothers? If we're being honest, the most reliable out of all my line brothers is probably Ranjan. Kentiko probably won't like that answer. Ranjan, undoubtedly, you can't really come to Ranjan with a bunch of dumbness. Like, you can't talk to him dumb. Like, it can really bounce off his head. But if you come to him with, like, real support or you need support with something, he'll always be the person to be like, yeah, bro, that's small things. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry about this. You'll be fine. So he's the line brother who I can rely on the most out of all of us. Let's see what this boy's saying.
Hey, bro.
Ronnie, what's happening, bro?
Yeah, bro, you good?
Yeah, bro. I can't complain. How you doing?
Yeah, bro, yeah. What's going on?
Everything good, bro?
Good to see you. Yeah, I know I was on the phone just now, man. I'm glad telling him to call me back.
Oh,
That's right.
all right, no problem.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, everything good, bro. Trust me, everything good. I was telling you, I appreciate you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, boy. I appreciate you calling.
For sure,
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
All right then.
yeah, boy.
I'll check you
All
later.
right, all right, boy. Talk to you later. All
All
right.
right. Can't hang on the phone too long. For the good Capo. Every day, always trying to make yourself better. Final thoughts. Always tell the people that you're thinking about every day that you love them. Help the people that you need to, because you never know when life can. Party hard, drink harder, excel. Try to push towards any efforts that you want and achieve anything that comes to your mind. And yeah, support Bahamian businesses, Free Palestine. Social is at Party Fence, TEVIN Carey on most other platforms, or anywhere else is Tevinly, TEVINLY. What I have going on, probably just making money on the low, hanging out with friends and family. That's really what I love to do. You may catch me at like a party here and there, like a Diz or something like that. But other than that, just trying to mind my business and keep it moving.